The fantasy football regular season wraps up this week in the vast majority of leagues, and that means we're looking for any possible edge we can gain in the fantasy playoffs. It's a time of year where players go from completely off the radar to squarely in the spotlight, and that means making a potentially difficult decision to move on from an underperforming player in favor of a relative unknown with an opportunity. Look no further than Raiders running back Sincere McCormick. After spending his first couple of NFL seasons bouncing between injured reserve and the Raiders practice squad, McCormick made his NFL debut in Week 12 and saw his first real opportunity in Week 13, when he carried the ball 12 times for 64 yards against the division rival Chiefs. With Alexander Mattison and Zamir White both nursing injuries that have kept them out the past couple of weeks, McCormick capitalized and has now forced his way into the conversation for more work. And the team has good reason to make that happen. McCormick has already shown he can provide a spark in the form of big plays at a higher rate than Mattison or White. He already has 2 more runs of 10-plus yards than White does on the entire season. Mattison still has 1 more run of 10-plus yards than McCormick, but Mattison has also carried the ball 70 more times than McCormick going into Week 14. So not only have Mattison and White missed time, they haven't produced when healthy. Mattison is averaging an uninspiring 3.3 yards per carry this year, and White is averaging a putrid 2.8. Neither figure to factor into the team's long-term plans, and with Vegas officially eliminated from the playoffs, the long view has to be their focus to close out the 2024 season. This potentially clears the way for McCormick to be a relevant option during the fantasy playoffs. He of course will contend with Mattison or White for touches if and when either player returns from injury. But again, why would an eliminated team continue to give opportunities to lackluster veterans? That isn't to say McCormick is the team's future at running back, but why not give him an extended look and find out a little bit more about what you might have going into 2025. Put it all together, and McCormick could be the key depth piece you need to get through the fantasy playoffs. It's possible Mattison or White return from injury as soon as this coming week. So that, of course, needs to be monitored, and therefore we can't consider starting him just yet. But things are shaping up for McCormick to be a sneaky pickup and stash for at least the next couple weeks, with an expanded opportunity eventually looking likely.